Oh, you'd know him. He had this distinguishing mole.
Depends on where it was.
Well, if I know where it was, it were where anybody would know where it was.
What's she doing, leaning way over there? She can't be ending it all. Not when she has Tom.
Oh, what's so special about Tom?
Oh, he's very charming. They're a devoted couple.
Well, she seems to prefer him upside down.
Of course I love you, Petal. You could just be saying that. What can I tell you? You can't look me in the eye, look me in the ankle. That look to you like a deceitful ankle.
You were smiling at her.
I was trying to sell her some fancy earrings.
My earrings?
Well, you can hardly expect me to have fancy earrings.
What are you doing? Nothing now.
Morning, Cleggy.
Nice morning, Smiler. Makes you feel good.
Yeah. They say it's good to be alive.
They've never fooled you, though, have they? I'm being held prisoner. Seems like a good idea to me, Howard.
He moves well for his age. I've kept his reflexes active, if nothing else.
You were restless all night, Barry, twisting and turning.
It's all the pressure.
You don't think you're coming down with something?
No, physically, I'm fine.
You feel warmer than you should be for someone legally married.
I'm fine.
You're not fine, Barry. You're in some kind of emotional turmoil. It's another woman, isn't it? You've been helping her with her mortgage, and she's lured you into something with even higher interest. And now her husband's found out.
He hasn't found out. I mean, there is no husband. It's not another woman.
Don't lie to me, Barry. How can you leave when we've just had all upstairs redecorated? You said you liked the colour.
Well, I do like the colour. I'll never leave you, even when I don't like the colour. There is no other woman. It's a work thing. I've got to go and see why Mr. Hackett is behind with his insurance. I hate that side of the job.
You're a sensitive human being, Barry. I'll love you for it. Don't worry about Mr. Hackett. Look on the bright side. He's much less trouble than you would have been in if it was another woman.
What's the worst thing that happened to you in the police?
The former Mrs. Truelove.
What made thee become a policeman?
I look gorgeous in the uniform.
Do you know what I think is really weird about the universe?
The former Mrs. Truelove.
It's the fact of how many billions of years of evolution were necessary for me to become a lino salesman for the co-op.
Does anybody use lino anymore?
Well, you see, I'm extinct. So what was it all for?
I don't believe that sky up there goes on forever and ever.
Oh, yeah? What do you think's at the end of it, then?
Barbed wire.
You've got to give him credit. He's got a real flair for barmy.
Listen, I used to do a bit of rabbiting. A bloke soon gets to know how every which way ends in barbed wire.
OK, Tom. If the sky comes to an end, tell us what you think's on the other side of the barbed wire.
It's usually some chuff with a gun and a dog.
Isn't it wonderful how stupid you can be, despite the lack of any formal education?
What's he like, this Mr. Racket you've got to get the money from?
Well, I don't know. I've never met him. He's just a name on a computer.
Do you suppose he's violent? What if he attempts to strangle you on the doorstep?
Oh, I'm really glad you said that.
Barry, I won't have them sending you to people who are going to strangle you on the doorstep.
I was hoping to suggest other options.
Couldn't they send someone who's not happily married? Most offices these days are full of people who look as if they'd be happy to die.
I'm talking dying. Maybe Mr. Hackett is perfectly reasonable.
And maybe he's a killer. Don't you think you ought to find out before you go storming in there?
I wasn't really thinking of storming. I thought I'd ring the bell and smile a lot.
What are you doing in a bedroom at this time of day, Howard?
She's bought a chest of drawers as a flat pack. And I'm not allowed that until I've got it assembled.
Sorry to hear that, Howard.
If there's anything we can do, short of actually helping.
It'll take forever. The instructions are in Chinese.